Hi, my beautiful Taurus, my fellow Taurus Bull Gang. Welcome to my channel. Happy New Year. Welcome to the Spiritual Mindset. I'm wishing you guys so much success in the year 2020, which is really about vision, clarity. And as I meditated on your reading, I really felt that this is a time of letting go. And it doesn't have to be something that is physical, like letting go of a car or a job or anything like that. But I feel like with Taurus, it's really about letting go of past energies, past pain, past hurt, from jobs, from people, from relationships, from family. It's all of those things inside of you that have pained you for such a long time. And it's really a time of just knowing that all is okay, that everything is okay, and that everything that you have been through has prepared you for beauty, for success, for a beautiful future. And that's really what I feel Taurus is really going through in January. So I've set up this reading in a way where this card will represent the transformation, and the energy that is needed in order to truly have that transformation in the month of January. And then what we'll need to have faith, what we'll need to put faith in, and then the courage that we will need to have in order to transcend into, a greater version of ourselves. So, this is a general reading. Please, if it does not resonate, if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it. When spirit gently reminds you or show you clarity, there is a feeling that you feel in your gut, in your belly. It's intuitive. You just know that that was meant for you. When you feel that feeling, then it is for you. But if not, if it just doesn't sound right, and you start really using that brain activity to try to make it fit, it more than likely it is not the message for you. So please do use such beautiful qualities within yourself to identify what messages spirit have for you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am going to pick the transformation card from my moon deck to see spirit, Holy Spirit, what is the message of transformation for my dear and fellow Tauruses? What is the message of transformation for January 2020? Let's see here. Bottom of deck. Luck is on your side. All right now. All right now. Luck is on your side. Who wouldn't want luck? To have that energy flowing through you and knowing that energy that you're putting out is so fully supported by the universe. But let's see what the transformation card is. You are good enough. You are good enough. Again, as I mentioned, it's really a time of letting go of these past energies, the people that have hurt you. When we're born, we don't come out of the womb feeling as if we are not good enough. It is a learned process. We go through experiences. People say harsh words to us. We are treated unfairly. There's things that are out of balance. Of course, getting us to our best version. But it's really about knowing, going within. Taurus is such a sign that is so nurturing to others, anticipating needs and just knowing really what others need in order to feel good enough. But we have to also feel that ourselves and know that. And know that even though you have put your all, right, into relationships, you put your all into jobs, and they may not have had the ending that you thought should come from that, but what did come from that, trust and believe that it was meant to make you even more beautiful than you are. This is a full moon in Virgo, a fellow earth sign, and when I see this green, I really think of the heart chakra. And earlier as I was doing your meditation, the card that I pulled was heart healing. And I just feel as if this is definitely when this is the time for Taurus to really know that their core, who they are, without pretending, and just accepting everything about you, knowing that yes, there are things that you have to work on. There's things that everyone has to work on, but understanding that at the core, we are all good enough and that you are doing your very best. And as you're transmuting that energy, you're lucky at the same time. You have the universe that has your back. So what will be the faith that is needed for Taurus in order to do this transformation and know that they are worthy, to know that we are worthy? As these beautiful Taurians, and I can feel your energy, my fellow bull gang. Let's see what the message of faith is for Taurus. January 2020, this transformation of being good enough. What faith does my dear Taurus need to have? Let's see here. Taurus, the world at the bottom, definitely coming to completion. Faith, adjacent possibilities. And, I just intuitively, I feel like when you don't feel that you are good enough, you don't think that there are beautiful new beginnings and opportunities around you. It's almost like, when a person is in a relationship and they don't feel good enough. I think of codependency a lot, and you're so afraid to let go of that person because you don't think there's anyone else. Or you have a job and you've been at that job for quite some time, and you're afraid to leave that job because you're not sure if there is another job out there for you. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. But really what this is about is recognizing it's the wrong one, faith. Recognizing that there's so many possibilities around you that exist, but if you don't feel worthy, you will not see them because you won't believe that they're meant for you. So it's really about healing that. Sometimes, as the card mentions, habit keeps you stuck and unaware of potentially healthier and happier choices. But this really shows that you have options, and it's time to take a wider look at things. If there's things in your life that do not make you feel happy, if there's goals that you're trying to reach, that things that you want, but yet you feel stuck because you don't believe that if you make the move that will make you happy, that there will be anything there for you. It's almost as if I get this energy that you feel that where you are is as good as it will get. And I'm feeling like a reason for that is because it's safe. And Taurus has been through so much these past couple of years, and we're a sign that is able to handle that load, right? We can handle the heartbreaks and the craziness and the disappointments, I should say. And it's time to really understand that was part of the journey, that did not define you as a person. The person that left you in a relationship, or that you left, the relationship that did not work out, did not define your worth at all. It was a lesson, or it was part of your journey to help you see things about yourself, and perhaps you were being used to heal other people, because I feel like it's a heart healing that's being activated in the month of January, that is finally for you and not simply the people around you. For the past couple of years, you've been trying desperately and transforming yourself in ways to help other people heal their hearts, right? recognizing that wounded people came to you. And so you adjusted so much about yourself to help them along their journey. And now in January, you're at a point where you realize how much you needed to care for you, how much you need to go within and give yourself that same attention. And that's what January is about. It's about going in, seeing the shadow, seeing the triggers that come from other people, understanding where they came from, having that compassion for yourself, and knowing that things will work out for you, and that others' reactions to you and their acceptance of you does not define who you are. It never did, and it never will. But it's really a time, Taurus, about finding and sticking to what makes you happy. What makes you happy, and not being afraid to let go. So I am going to pull the message of courage. Pull that message of courage. Let's see what it is. Thank you, Spirit. Could not do it without you. Blessed. Realizing that you're blessed. This comes out upside down, but I feel like that's the message. Is recognizing that. Deep knowing. And it comes out in reversed. Deep knowing. 7 there. 7 and luck. Let's see what deep knowing is, and the courage that Taurus has to really take on. So deep knowing comes out in reverse. I'm gonna look at 43 here. Let me get to it. Okay. And the message of protection here in Taurus. This is a time when your hunches will pay large dividends. I'm sorry, that's not it. Protection message. You are in empathy overload and need to get grounded again. So tune out for a bit. Hypersensitive, you're suffering from psychic exhaustion. This signals a time for a recharging of your batteries. Set energetic boundaries. Take a salt bath. Empty your mind and get back to you. Again, that confirmation, right? I just said that. It's really about inward, taking care of you now. It's not time to be too open. Soon enough, you can let your guard down. Right now, you need self-care and self-love. It's time to say no thank you to anyone in your life who exhausts you. Won't that feel good? I love that. Won't that feel good? To just say no. When people drain your energy, when people come at you with things that make you feel like you're not worthy, so that you can't even see the blessings that the universe is trying to come to you with. Anything that's draining your energy. Do you see how you can change direction or go a different way? That they're there. But as long as, you stay stuck in this energy of not feeling good enough, you can't see that. So it's really about protecting yourself, not to the point where, it's harmful to others, but you got to put yourself first and understand that exhaustion will definitely play with your mind, right? When you're tired, you don't know. You're a different person, and it's more than just sleepy. It's exhausted. Just caring about everybody, caring about everything, being there for people, and then they act shady, and you spend time and thought about that. Giving your all to a job, and then, I don't know, you make a mistake or something comes up, crazy email, your boss says something crazy, and then your energy is toward that now, and trying to figure out how it went wrong and what can you do differently, because you got to make that bread, and it's just, all you want to do on this planet is love and be loved, Taurus. And feel good doing it, right? At the end of the day, that's what it's about. So how do you make that happen in your life? What door, are you going to choose? And what people, what things, what's holding you back? It's time to do an honest assessment of that. You got to be honest and start transforming. Because even if you feel that you are good enough, if you stay in an environment where it's constantly proving the opposite to you, you can't transmute. It's going to be difficult for you to come out of that energy, especially as an earth sign being so deeply grounded, right? This card mentioned empathy overload. That's about other people. That's about caring about other people, what they think of themselves, what they think of you, what they think of the world. Did you do this right? Are they judging you for this, judging you for that? That energy is exhausting. But what will it take? This is your message of courage. See, this is difficult. This is not easy to let go of that empathetic spirit, of those thoughts of what's coming from others. Those things are not easy for a Taurus, for you in this situation of everything that you have gone through. But it's time, and it's all part of the journey. Because if you can have the courage to let go of all of these things, and it will push you into knowing and taking control over your life, knowing that you are the ish, right? But it's a process, and you have to have faith. And I feel like if you do this, then these possibilities will open up to you. So let's dig a little deeper into the tarot. Queen of Cups popping out. And see what the messages are for you, dear Taurus. Spirit, provide me with clarity. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups in reverse. I get that energy of not being satisfied, right? Lacking. That's what I feel lacking. And I feel like that is all the energy of January. It's not true. You have all that you need. There's so much abundance around you is what I'm feeling. But because of the experiences that you're having, it's as if your vision is like thwarted. Like you're not able to truly see it because there's this veil of not being good enough that's over it. Center of the reading, Queen of Wands in reverse. So that passion, that charisma, all of those things that you once were, I'm feeling earlier this year, perhaps around, spring of this year, around birthday season, you felt full of life. You felt like things were going great and you could see your abundance and you were ready. But now in January, that is being called into question. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles, not being able to just really juggle all the things that are coming at you. They're exhausting you. Physical things, material things here on the earth is exhausting to you. This could be people, this could be your job. I feel like for many of you, this is your job. Taurus put in that work, and I feel like it's just very exhausting. Trying to juggle that with family life, maybe, trying to get into shape and trying to eat right and trying to do this and do that. You might be moving, and there's so much that's happening that it's making it hard for you to really, truly have that energy of passion. What got you here? The King of Pentacles. This could either be a person, that was in your life that perhaps maybe an earth sign that maybe entered your life during this time that could have influenced you in the way that you started seeing yourself. But I really feel like the reason you got here is because of the hard work that you have put in, right? You have put in the hard work. You may be doing well in your career. You might be doing well and getting money and your business and all of these things. And then people, either haters, people that are not happy to see you where you are, or it could be people that's just needy, feel like you're doing good and they want to take some of that, and here you are working hard to try to build something for yourself, because you are the King of Pentacles. You have that energy, but people can recognize that energy, or it could be that you recognize that energy and you're willing to do anything to stay in that King of Pentacles space and really get it all, and it could be exhausting you. So it's time to step back and really identify what it is that you want in life. In the past, yeah, you've been stressed like crazy. Stressed. That's all I see. And that's in the past. And you're really at a point where you're either going to let this go by way of a change of mind, or you might be letting go of things, letting go of a job, letting go of just the things in your life that exhaust you. This deep knowing, just like people, whatever it is, letting it go. In your headspace, ooh, the star. Ooh. So this is your consciousness, right? You know that this is a healing for you. You're aware of the change that must happen in order for you to get your wishes fulfilled, because they're happening. And you're learning that balance, right? You're learning how to truly accept yourself, your openness, and really shining, really understanding at a deep level what it is that you want, who it is that you are, and really going toward that with no regrets, with no apologies. It's really a time of great self-acceptance. And that's what I feel, Taurus. And you're willing to do that. You're willing to put yourself first so that you can come into this healing energy and knowing what it is that makes you happy and makes you feel good. What's needed for the future, 3 of Cups. There could be some overindulgence in certain things. I feel like there could be friendships that maybe are not healthy for you, that you may need to let go of in order to have this healing. Maybe not go out as much. If you have been drinking excessively, maybe letting go of that, or eating, rich foods or things like that. It's really time to let that go. And this is the energy that you will need to move forward. And, I also feel that if you are someone that has had to endure infidelity in relationships, if there's any of that has happened, in your past, it's really a time to let go. Because if there was infidelity, it definitely, it looks, the reading is saying, Spirit is saying, it made you feel like you weren't good enough, but you are. And that cheating and all of that had nothing to do with you. If someone cheats on you, it really says everything about them. Even if the situation is not right, even if there's things you're doing that are inappropriate, a healthy person would either address it and give you an option to leave and make changes within that relationship. But there's something within them that's preventing that. They want everything and they're not in a space to be honest, right? So it didn't have any effect on you. You've always been good enough. Maybe you haven't been your best version. Maybe there were things that you needed to endure and learn to become your best version. But you're always good enough, and someone that loves you will invest in that and see that in you no matter what. But this is a journey. So I feel like this healing and just letting go of old thought patterns, of things that you are now seeing clearly. January is like a mirror that is, 5,000 square feet. That's just right in your face, because you are able to see everything and you're transforming into this energy of accepting everything that you are. Yes, you see yourself as standing your ground, no matter what, doing whatever you need to do in order to heal, doing what you need to do in order to be successful, letting go of whatever it is in order to thrive. January is a transformative month that is really initiated by this deep desire that you have within yourself to freaking love yourself fully, finally, with no interference. That is what I'm feeling, Taurus. Loving yourself regardless, knowing that you do not have to be perfect, that you don't have to carry the load all the time. Being in a receiving mode, right? And then you get the Queen of Swords. People are seeing that in your environment. This is really, you're becoming a CEO. You're saying it like it is. You're not holding back anymore. You know, eloquently checking people or eloquently telling people that they were out of line. The eloquence is still a hint of eloquence in your communication, but I feel like you're being very direct because you're now able to see that being other, a way different than this has not served you. People just have not recognized your beauty and grace. So it's not that you're being harsh, it's not that you're seeking to cut people literally like out of your life, like cutting people, but it's really about cutting out the things, the behaviors, the thoughts, all of those things that you have recognized that have not gotten you to where you want to be. And so now you're in the mode that, nope, not doing that. Yep, doing that. Nope, this is how it is. No, you won't say that. Maybe in the past, a lover or a boyfriend would say something like, there you go again. I don't want to get you upset because you know how you are when you're upset, and maybe instead of being like, you're right, or feeling bad or feeling like you're not good enough, right? Maybe you say something like, yeah, I don't know what you mean by that, but I know that in order for this relationship to thrive, we both need to be our higher selves. We both need to understand how to communicate effectively and lovingly with each other. Right? The difference in coming from a space of not feeling like you're worthy is totally different energetically than recognizing that you do matter and that other people are not elevated amongst you, because the ego, you see, not only makes people feel greater than, but the ego can let people feel less than. You could feel less than in situations. And so this is really about transforming that egoic pattern, right? And being truthful, direct in your communication. And so now your worries or fears, you get the World, it showed up again. This is a completion. This is a completion. It's your time. You have recognized this full cycle. It is time to now move forward, release anything that is weighing you down, and understand that there is so much opportunity and freedom ahead of you. Outcome, you get the Four of Swords. Yes, definitely a time needed for rest. I feel like this is a time because, the Four of Swords is right after the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is heartbreak, knowledge of heartbreaking information. And the Four of Swords come when you rest from that, right? When you recover, when you go within, discover the spiritual truth within you, You find those spiritual truths within you. And I love how it comes right under the healing card and wishes being fulfilled, right? So you understand fully, with the World card, you are just so in the mode of healing and getting things done. You have that energy. You're going to get your money. You're going to find that stability. You're going to do what it takes to be successful. But it's about being successful in a way that isn't dictated by your environment and those around you, but being successful starting with you and then having it shine out into your life instead of having everything come to you as you're trying to be successful. That's how I feel here. So I'm going to pull a Buddha wisdom, the divine masculine, because I feel like masculine energy is needed here. I think it's definitely helpful. Spirit, what are the messages that my dear Taurians need to hear right now with this reading? Perfect. Thank you. Okay. What is the message here? Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. Is that perfect or not for this reading, Taurus? Your unguarded thoughts. Your unguarded thoughts are absolutely related to you feeling that you are good enough. It has to come from you. I just said that you are at the center of your universe. It's all about you. It's all about you now. In fact, see what's at the bottom of this deck. Guard your mind with vigilance. Nurture a positive and remove the negative. Your mind will find peace. So, Taurus, this is really about you and your power. It isn't a time where you go out to others, go out into the world, watch 1,000 tarot readings, talk to 50,000 psychics, and, try to figure it out. This is really about you and your experiences, going within, figuring it out and transmuting it, coming to an understanding and coming out strong. Spirit wants you to do this. Spirit knows your worth, right? I wouldn't doubt that everyone around you knows your worth. But this is really a time for you to truly recognize it. You may have attempted in the past, and maybe now you're realizing that you have a lot more work to do, or a lot more time needs to be devoted into this matter. Taurus, go for it. Go for it. Spirit is here to support you. I love you guys. Please subscribe if this resonated with you. I would love to see you next time, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.